That is really strange. That did not want to. I did not want to work. That was weird. I've had to close OBS down and restart it all over again. Which unfortunately means there's now an interruption in today's live stream on there for YouTube. That really does suck. Right, so today the best price for long planks and wooden beams. I already know it's going to tell me it's the castle. So the castle can take castle and castle. The problem is I don't know if the castle is going to take all of this. Well, there's only one way to find out, guys, and that is to go and have a look. We shall go and have a look, and hopefully yeah, we can deliver this nicely. Right, I've just realised. Oh, do you know what? Right, you can tell I was running late today. I went live on time, but you can tell I was running late. I haven't opened my my events thing on TikTok. Honestly, it's crazy. Twitch is live, but there we go. Is that? OBS is working on Twitch. There we go. Is it my app that's not playing up? This says I'm live on Twitch. Right, let me close that pile of crap. My video. Yo, Mr. Barnsley, how you doing, pal? I'm having some technical issues today over on Twitch, apparently. I know I'm live. I know there's a picture. But it's telling me I haven't got a picture. There we go. It's not. It's my phone's. You know what? My phone is about 3 years old. I could really do with a new phone, but I can't justify spending like £1,000 on a phone. And the cheap ones are just shite. But yeah, how we doing, guys? How we doing? Stop using McDonald's Wi-Fi, dude. It's a good job I don't live near McDonald's. My autistic lad eats it nearly every day as it is. Right, we have got to get all the way up this big ass hill. We also need to look on the calendar as well today, guys. Guys, we do need to be looking at our new field today. The reason we haven't bought the smaller one yet is I kind of wanted to see what wood we'd be dealing with today and what other things we could be dealing with like the flour and the bread and all that kind of stuff, because we're not far off buying a bigger field, or at least a plot of land we can turn into a field. So yeah, I'm in like a catch-22 at the moment of the best thing to do. So I kind of wanted to spot, you know, look, come into the game today, into the live stream today, and basically just be like, yeah, let's get what we can done. Let's make as much money as we can. As long as we bought the field before planting season, that's the main thing. And then that way we can we don't have to go around changing any crops and things like that. Plus, to be fair, I am tempted about a grass field. But to buy the field I can buy at the moment has got a very, very good, like, you know, yield potential. Like, better than some of the fields I already have. The problem is, it's a small field. Now, small field means it's going to have, you know, with a good yield potential is good, but it's kind of going to suck to put grass in it. So I'm kind of trying to get a little bit bigger field that isn't as good, so that at least the yield potential on a grass field doesn't matter. Grass grows quickly. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Right. Quite hard to drive in the dark, guys, when your eyelids. I feel like I need to be Tom from Tom and Jerry. I need to get some matchsticks and under my eyes or some tape. I had yet another late night last night listing things onto Etsy and things like that. I only got a couple of things done, but it's because I was having I was doing other things, and printing new models and stuff like that, designing. Wow, that is 23, 24, 25,500 pound, guys, just from that alone. We've still got all the little planks to sell as well, which is crazy. And then we've got to go and get the bread. We are well in the money today, guys. We are well in the money. It's very dark, like very, very dark to around here. Lovely jubbly. No, dude, why would I want to play you? Solo save. Right, 31 miles per hour, guys. So we've got quite a decent top speed. And it's all downhill, which is very nice indeed. Yes, 31 mile. The tractor has officially done 80.2 hours, guys. Granted, we've only done 79.2. We did buy it with 1 hour on the clock. But yeah, we do need to be also trying to save, I think, by the look of it now, for a new tractor. This has served us very well, but we will not be getting a tractor that makes us worse off than we currently are either. That's the thing. Yeah, we've got to at least get something with the same or better horsepower. We're not going to put us in a worse position than we were. We also need to do some tree planting today. We have got some trees. We do need to plant them. We are running out otherwise. So yeah. Oof. A lot of running around to do first thing this morning. A lot of running around to do first thing. Yeah, good morning everybody. Good morning. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Do need to be getting on to other games, but it would appear my sim rig has become the Dragon Lady's area for dumping Lego. She's currently building the Vango Lego. And she builds it in my little game room when we're doing 3D prints and stuff and listing stuff on the shop on a night and stuff. And when she sits there, and then when she's finished and she doesn't want to wants to put it somewhere safe, she seems to put it in my sim rig now. So yeah, my brand new sim rig is being used as a Lego art storage area. That was a very expensive Lego storage. Yeah, I do need to get on to Formula 1 at some point. The problem I'm going to have with Formula 1 is reading the chat. And I have spoken to the Dragon Lady, and she kind of wants to build Lego on a night and read the chat for me and, you know, make it a little bit easier. It'll make life a lot easier, actually. I can't be pausing. Like I say, my sim rig is next to my desk, but it's not, you know, it makes it not readable. I don't have I'm not adding a fifth screen to my setup. It's bad enough I've got 4. Granted, one of them's a bit in the sim rig, but it's obviously still part of the PC. Is that all there is, really? Really? Is that all there is? Right, so where is the best price today for planks? Planks are, oh, right next to where we are. The Feed and Grain South. It usually is the Feed and Grain South, to be fair. You see, guys, this is why, at the moment, I don't play with people. I get people coming into the stream. And they're like, oh, do you want to play together? No, you know, it's a solo save to begin with. They don't stay. I'm only interested in playing with members of the community. You know, the ones who show up regular, do want to play together, things like that. If you just show up in my stream for the first time and the first thing you say is you want to play together, I'm not interested. You're not a community member. You're really not. The community members are the people that I remember stream after stream after stream. Now, I know that number does grow daily. It grows. It grows. It grew massively over Christmas and New Year. But now people are back at work and school and stuff. You know, it has quietened off a little bit again. But that's kind of, unfortunately, when I can stream. Do you know what I mean? That's the downside to that. But yeah, I'm not interested in being like, oh, you know, I wanna play. If that's your first message, I'm not interested, guys. You know, I've got a lot of people who show up to the streams day in, day out. They're the guys who I want to play with because they actually show up. They have a conversation with me all day. Not just put in the chat, do you want to play? No, and then leave. Not interested. Right, guys, that is another, wow, £10,000, including the environmental score. Like I say, I know it comes across as being harsh, guys, but I don't play with people on the very first time of them asking. We've been bitten in the past on the Minecraft server with that. To be fair, it wasn't even like that. We ended up having a guy who was part of the community for about 2 weeks, and we're like, oh, come on, yeah. You know, server was, you know, server had plenty of room in it to play Minecraft. And he joined, and you know what? It was just racist and homophobic comments in the chat. The minute he joined, it was like he had split personality, and he just changed. And that's why I don't just play with people who come in the stream and are like, oh, do you want to play together? It's, you know, it's not the case if I don't want to. It's just, you know, there are people in the community who are wanting to play, and they've been here a lot longer than someone coming in just saying you want to play together. I know some people will find that harsh, but you know what? It is what it is. It's the easiest way to keep the community safe. Right, so that is all the wood being delivered there. So next job is to deliver the flour to the bakery, and then deliver the bread to wherever that needs to be sold, which I don't really know where that needs to be sold. I've never sold bread before. We didn't even have a windmill till yesterday. And then we made a crap ton of flour. I'll give you one thing. The windmill is so massively overpowered on this game. But do you know what? With how long it takes to build, that's fine. As soon as we get out of that winter month, guys, frame issues just disappeared. Yeah, I'm very tempted about buying the small field actually and buying one of the new. Oh my god, look at the amount of stuff in here. Look at the amount of stuff here. Jesus Christ, all this is going. Oh my god, oh, Jesus, I didn't expect all of this. Wow, this is a lot of flour, guys. But yeah, what a fantastic build this was. It was so fun to build. And now it's just mass producing flour at like a super quick rate. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, it's still spawning flour after the fact. Jesus Christ. It's still spawning after. Oh my god, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Right, we have finished with the oat flour, so I will definitely just turn off the oat part. There ain't really any big contracts at the moment. Windmill oats can be deactivated. Okay, so that's yeah, I genuinely can't get over actually how many pallets of flour it did make. I know I said it was OP, but Jesus Christ. This was like one night, guys. This was one night sleep. Like 12 hours. And it's completely and utterly filled the trailer. That is crazy. I'm going to have a really unstable trailer going to the bakery. Yeah, I'm glad we business loaned the bakery. Like I say, it does give us something else to do with the flour. We could just sell the flour. But, you know, I wanted to just kind of make... I want to make as many productions as we can. I really do. That is crazy up here. We'll get that onto there. There we go. Whoa. Gonna have to get that strapped in. That is gonna be a super duper wobbly today. Yeah, I've got about 12 parcels coming today. They're all technically separate. I don't like how Amazon, you can't bundle things together sometimes. Yeah, I got some new filament coming. Oh, look at that bad boy. Right. That's got 46 hours on it. That would be a massive upgrade, but that would take all our money. That would be amazing. Every tractor that is available in the shop has got high hours, and that means it's not purchasable right now. Oh, that reminds me. I've been wanting to have a look at this. Alright, I was wondering if you could connect two trailers together. That is not possible, guys. 15,000 litres of flour. Now, I could technically put the flour on to distribute. Kind of seems a little bit of a waste putting it on to distribute. I do think it's going to be a lot better just delivering it. Like I say, sometimes we don't have much to do. We've got a very busy day today, though. But right now, the jobs I want to maybe do, they're not appearing. I'm not doing contracts for like 2 or 3 grand. We can plant trees and stuff first. We can do that at the end if we got time. Wait till I'm trying to do something. There we go. Need a drink. Wonder how much all this flour would actually be worth compared to bread. Actually, do you know what? There's a good point actually. Flour has a best price of 700 and no, that's I can't remember. Has a best price of 834. Bread has a maximum price of 2 grand. Now you lose half your bread. You lose half your flour, sorry, to make bread. So if you double 807, that's 1616-ish, something like that. I'm trying to do quick math. I can't remember what the exact figure was off the top of my head now. And then we can sell this for nearly 2 grand. So you do make an extra couple of grand. No, you do make a couple of extra £100 on top making bread. Do you know what? Bread's not worth it. Why didn't we look at the price of this yesterday? Bread's not really worth it. But it gives us something else to do. It definitely gives us something else to do. As long as we don't get hit by a train. Yes, this map is on console, guys. It is part of the Highlands Fishing DLC. It's an official Giants DLC. It's not free though, that's the problem. That's not free. Guys, big shout out to everybody who's liked the stream so far today. Do appreciate it, guys. Right, and then we got 3 pallets. We got 3 pallets of bread. Right now, yeah. Bread's not worth it. I don't know if it's worth keeping the bread just sitting here until. You know what? No, I need money. I need money now. I won't get loads, but £200 a pallet less at the moment than best price. When is best price? For January, yeah. I am leaving it out there for like 6 or 7 months. Right, so the best price for this right now is the Pot Bakery. We have never been here before, guys. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Bakery. You've made that. Let's take it to the sell point, which is right round the corner. And there we go. Hey, we've delivered the bread already. That was another £7,000, guys. £7,000. That was good. That was good. That was good. Right, so let's have a look at jobs. These are not worth it, huh? 235. You see, if you go and do 2 and 35, they're pretty much next to each other. 2 is on top of the farm at the left-hand side, and 35's at the bottom of the farm. So they aren't too bad doing those as weeding contracts, because you do end up getting about 5 or 6 grand, and you are kind of going right next to each other. The stone picking's not worth it. Right, let's just see if there's... Hoeing at 37. Yeah, the weeding contracts are coming through now, guys. Right, we need to just keep an eye on these fields then. So what have we got over here in number 72, guys? We need about £40,000 to buy that one. We need 100,000 for that. So we were looking at roughly buying field number 13, but the problem is turning that into a grass field is really, really bad. Like, really bad, because it's got such a great yield potential. I'm tempted about selling. Oh no, that's my best field. That's my best field. Every field is positive. Oh no, it's not. Right, so if I can buy a really, really good field, just for example, like that one, 16 becomes my worst field. Oh, it does until I can buy field 12 anyway. If I sell one of these fields right now, I'd have enough money for 12. And then that's the grass. Once we get the grass, we can get cows. That's why we don't have cows. Or we can buy one of these other fields. But I feel like this is such a waste of a field. 149. That would leave me about 55 grand in the bank. Oh, hang on. So, 103, 132, 133, 232 grand gets me 9 and 13. That gives me a small grass field. And it gets me, right, we're not pissing around. We're not pissing around. It does need ploughing, guys, so that is what we're going to do right now. We have bought a new field. Another new field. Let's go and take a look. Let's get it ploughed. Yeah, we're not far off buying a new... we're not far off buying field number 9. We're literally not far from it. But we do need about 12 to 13 grand in the bank. So knock 13 grand off we've got now. We do have some weeding contracts to do. That'll earn us a little bit of money as well. But yeah. Definitely got to find a couple more jobs, I think, today. If we don't end up buying another new field, a second field today, that's not the end of the world. Our only issue we're going to have, guys, is there's going to be nothing in this field all year. Nothing in it all year. And that is just because we need to put wheat and barley in it. So, yeah, we've got to wait till harvest season is over. At the moment, now we've got the sawmill, the windmill built, guys, we are kind of just going to be working on... well, we could always put a root crop in one of them. We do have the harvester. Do we put a root crop in? I don't have a business to do it with. We just have to sell raw product, but I suppose it is summer. We've got to keep an eye on the price of soya beans as well, guys. We do have some soya beans in storage. Right, this. Eggs and honey, eggs and honey, eggs and honey. Ah. Eggs, wow, terrible. Yeah, they're not. Ah. Honey is the best time to sell today, guys. Honey is the best time to sell. We only sell once a year, the honey, because it doesn't really make much. It's a couple of grand in the bank. That's how I look at it, though. It's a couple of grand. Yeah, we need to plough this field up. We need to and kind of just prepare it ready for some kind of crop going in the ground. I don't know if planting season is here and what we could plant. No. Whoa, guys, it's oat season. It's oat season. It's oats. We can plant oats. We can plant oats. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow, my friend. We can plant oats. If we plant oats, the fields are not sat empty. Right, we've got even more to do today than I originally planned. Jesus Christ, this is just getting out of control. It's a good job this won't take long to plough. Yeah, we can get oats in all our fields today. And it'll still be ready before planting seed. It'll still be ready and harvested. Hang on. So if we harvest that June, we harvest that July, we harvest that in July/August. Yeah, so we can then put wheat and barley in all year. So we can do oats once in both of these fields. Oh my god, now we've got a stone pick. The list of jobs today, guys, is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's without earning money. But this is what we want. We don't want to be going out earning loads and loads of money as if we've got stuff to do on our farm. And we have got a lot to do today, guys, that is for sure. Come on, little tractor, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you, little New Holland. I know you. You've got 80.6 hours on. You're tired. You need a break. Problem is, I've got no money now to buy the new tractor. Saying that, I believe this tractor is about 110 grand brand new. I could just go and buy a brand new one right now. Start fresh with the hours. Problem is it's the upgrades I've done to this. I know I'm in and out of menus at the moment. Our tractor's going to be worth about £30,000 though on trading. That's not bad. Between the cash we got in the bank and this, that is probably the hours. £30 grand, that would give me £105,000. £105,000. Yeah, we'd be touch and go on buying a new tractor, but the problem is it wouldn't have the power this one does. You know what I mean? That's the issue. This is going to be a very nice field. I'll tell you what though, we're going to have a very, very quick turnaround on the oat fields. Right, we're going to have to harvest the oats. We're going to have to get the straw up. We're going to have to, you know, we've literally got to turn it around in a month. August is going to be an extremely busy month. Either that or we put root crops in one of the fields, which then means it's not ready till November, December. So, you know, it'll sit empty again over winter. That's the only downside. Yeah, I've got to plough this field now. I've got to go back. I've got to get the de-stoning tool. I've got to get the stones off this field. Come on, you Holland. You don't normally have this problem. It's not that steep of a hill. Something new is in the shop. Wood trailer. I'm not interested in a wood trailer. I am on the hunt for a new trailer though. Just not a wood one. I need something that holds about 30,000 now. Could do with an extra 10,000 capacity. Yeah, welcome in guys. Hello, welcome in everybody. Welcome. How are we all doing? Yeah, I'm going to be adding a webcam soon, guys, to the 3D printer, because when we're live, we're always 3D printing something. I'm going to put a camera onto that. Yeah, hoping that's going to make an interesting watch. I can't say the quality of it. It's whatever. It's just cheap. I'm not a picture person. But I thought, you know, bottom of the TikTok stream, I thought, you know, where that GP, you know, Giants Partner logo is, I thought that'd be quite a cool place to put it, fill a little bit of empty space on the stream, really. That's what I thought, anyway. Come on, little tractor. I know you're really struggling for some reason in this field. I don't understand why you're struggling. We don't normally struggle with the plough. Oh, it needs a service, guys. It needs a service. It needs another service. That is why we are struggling, guys. We need a service. So that's going to be a little bit of money spent on a service. But yeah, we need to keep this tractor in tip-top shape. Some suspected scam has just called me 3 times in 2 minutes. If Android is telling me it's suspected spam and scam, yeah. Would you say to everyone to join the server that is? Would you say everyone to join the server that is called password? What are you even talking about, dude? Alright, there we go. We are having an absolute nightmare with this. It really does keep dipping on the power. I say we do need to try and get this serviced. We can service it the minute we go back to the farm, which is literally just over the road. I kind of wish this had a gate in that corner though of the field. I don't think you can get rid of the hedges on this map. I don't think they're sellable. That'd be nice if they were though. Just destroy a couple of hedges, put a little gate in at this side. It would make life a lot easier. But yeah, guys, we bought another new field. Our farm is massively grown. We're going to get to the point soon where there's just going to be too much to do. And then we are going to have to put root crops in the ground because, well, there's just going to be that much to do. So spread the crops over the months. Yeah, if I put oats in this field and I put oats in the other field, I have got literally a 1 month turnaround. That is it. 1 month turnaround to get it harvested and crop back in the ground, all in the same month. That's going to make for a very busy August and September. Guys, give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. My watch just died, so I've had to just go put it on charge. I don't have a watch charger in my game room. I've only got the one, and it's next to my sofa. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you for liking the stream as well, dude. I say welcome in everybody. Welcome. I think this year, I think we do have a field scanner, but I think this year, because we've got so much to do now, I think we'll just purchase the scanning. We'll just have a guy come in and do it all for us for free. I didn't leave enough room there. I've got a bulb patch I didn't do. Of course I did. Of course I missed a bit. Of course I missed a bit. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Right, I'm just gonna go over there and get that little bit I missed. I do not want a little bit of field that I've missed. There we go. I've just managed to get it there. Right, so it's now 7:30 in game already. That is not good. That means we're about an hour in, about 45 minutes into stream. Have a look. Yeah, 38 minutes, so that wasn't far off. Right, we are not going to get all our jobs done if we don't speed up. Don't forget, we've also got to top the wood up every day as well. We've got to plant wood as well. Oh my god, I forgot about that. We've got all this stuff to do today. Oh, it's busy. It's a very busy day. I got a very busy day. 3 contracts to do. If we don't get the contracts done, we don't get them done. It's not the end of the world on those, but like I say, if we're spending money, we need to be making money. And I mean more money than we've already made today, because we spent most of it on a new field. Woohoo! We bought a new field, yeah. I won't mind, but this field's gonna need liming. It's gonna need absolutely everything today. This is The turnaround of this. Wow, you want that amount of money? Wow, you've got silty. Wow, that is... Wow, that field's going to be silty clay. Yeah, 60%. Jesus Christ. Not bad, that's not bad. That's 98% silty clay. Silty clay. Jesus. Right, so we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. Let's just... I know this is going to need something. But now we've done that, let's have a look. Yeah, it needs... Oh my god, that needs... That's not loads of lime, to be fair. It's not a massive amount. That's best price. Yeah, so we do. We need to get it in the ground today. We need to get it in the ground today. That is... Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I'm a bit concerned we're not going to get everything done today. When you're a third of the way through your stream already and you don't feel like you've even started, it's going to be hectic. Oh, I never serviced a freaking tractor. I don't think we'll get loads off this field, to be honest. Right, we might drive you through a hedge here, guys. I don't mean to, it's just the way it's going to look for a minute. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get loads and loads and loads of stone off this field, but hopefully what we can get off this field is just going to make a huge difference, really. We're going to go through quite a bit of lime again, guys. I think I've got to go to the shop for the lime, which is not a good thing. Because again, that's time wasted at the moment driving around. Although saying that, I also need to go to the shop and bring some seed back. I also need to go to the shop and bring the seeder. But yeah, I think we're going to have to leave the weight at home, put the seeder on the front, take the trailer on the back. Sell the honey in town while we're there. Yeah, we've got so much to do today. We've got so much to do today and so little time to do it. One headland nearly done. We're going to have about 200 litres. That is really poor. That is extremely, extremely poor. I won't mind, but I need the stone for the lime. All I can do right now is just keep hoping that we can get it done, really. Sorry guys, I'm feeling a little bit hot at the moment, like the radiator's just come on or is going off and kind of burning me up a little bit. I kind of don't want to stop and take my jumper off. I've stopped enough today. Yo LG, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. Few people watching, no chatters today, not many. Yeah, hello guys, we're welcoming everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. What do you do with the rocks? I turn the rocks into lime, and then I use the lime on the fields. Saves a little bit of money on lime. Doesn't save loads, but it does save a little. And the stones, you know, make the field look nice when you get rid of them anyway. Yeah, it gives us something to do with the stone. Free lime, that's how I look at it. Once you pay for your production for it, it's basically free lime. That is looking splendid. Silage cutter. We don't need a silage cutter. We've got to make silage before we need that crap. And we're not making silage at the moment because, well, one, we don't have a bunker. Two, we don't have grass. Tell you what though, between the wide ploughing and the wide stone picking, at least it's you know, at decent widths. Imagine doing it with like 3 or 4 meters. But I'll tell you what though, guys, I reckon we're about halfway through the field if you include the headlands. We've done 400 litres. Terrible. It's absolutely terrible. There's old smokeless, guys. Yeah, the reason there's no smoke on the train, guys, is it was broken, and from the information I've read, you've got to start a new save to fix it. And if I start a new save, I'd lose everything I've done, and I'm not that bothered. I'm not that bothered about smoke on a train. If I ever did this, if I ever played this map again, it would be classed as a new save. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. Yo guys, thank you to everybody liking the stream today, guys. Yeah, we're nearly halfway through our in-game day, and this is concerning. It's concerning, very, very concerning. Yeah, we're not even going to get 1,000 litres of stone off this field. So maybe three more passes after this one. Yeah, 700 litres, 701. Yeah, what a joke. Not even going to get 1,000 litres. You know how many thousands of litres of lime we're going to use on this field? And this field is just giving me absolute poor returning stone. It's almost not worth doing the stone on this field. Right, that is the final bit. We have got 801, 804, 805. Oh, I'll wait till we get to the top. This is pathetic. We've got 810 litres of stone off this field. That is it. That is literally it. Wow, that was atrocious. Yeah, that was terrible. Absolutely shocking. Right, won't be me, guys. I need to blow my nose. Right, come back. Yeah, to blow my nose. I'm feeling really hot temperature wise, and I've come over congested all of a sudden, like massively congested. It's not nice. There we go. There's another 800 litres. We're going to drop that there. Right, so we need to go to the shop. Let me just... I can't remember how much stuff we got at the shop. I know we have got some lime. Let me just jump into this. What have we got? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We've got 16,000 litres. Right, so where does the honey sell? Because if we can drop the honey off and pick that up on the way past, that would be very nice. So the honey goes to the seaside restaurant. I can't say I've ever been to the seaside restaurant. I'm going to presume it's... I wouldn't call that seaside restaurant, guys. We've got a seaside restaurant where we live, where actually in real life, and it's literally like meters from the beach. That is not meters from the beach. But if we drive there, we drop the honey off there, we make a bit of money on the way past, we can nip into the shop. That is exactly what we want to do then, guys. That is exactly what we want to do. I feel a bit crappy going all that way just to sell a couple of pallets of honey, but if we can bring the lime back, we can bring some seed back. I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to just drop that on the front door, guys. I am thinking maybe, just maybe, we bring the seeder back with us as well. I like using that farmer. Yeah, I like using it. It'd be nice if the steam train worked. It'd be nice to see it, you know, with steam going past all the time, but it was an issue with the game that was fixed and a new save was what was required, and I refused to... I was too far in on this. What trailer mod is that? It's the I4 Williams trailer on King's mod. The map is called Kinlaig, guys. It's part of the new Highlands Fishing DLC. It is PC only though, dude, this trailer. Yeah, long way to go to just deliver a couple of bits of honey, but we've got to pass the shop on the way there and back, and that's why I say we can pick up the lime, we can pick up the seed, we can put the seeder on the front of the tractor, we can get seeding straight in with some oats. I just don't know if it's worth doing both fields or if it's worth putting a root crop in the other. That's the problem. Yeah, to be fair, this I've always had the opinion of this is, as far as I'm concerned, the best default map Giants have ever made. And I am just biased because it's like a British map, do you know what I mean? It's just, it's got so much detail. You can build a castle on the game, you can build a windmill on the game. Actually, you have to build the windmill in order to have a grain mill. Now, you can technically put a mod one in if you really wanted. But why not take the time and actually build the constructible? Build the constructible building and then have a grain mill. This is probably the only thing I don't like about the map, actually. You have to fully mount the curbs in order to deliver things. Probably the one thing I don't like about it, like, you know, I know you can't really put the markers on the road, but you know, to mount a footpath to deliver seems a little bit sketchy. But that's probably the only thing I've had with the map. That and the fact it snows a lot in July. Yeah, exactly. My favourite map. Yeah. Like I say, it's a very detailed map. It's lovely. It's proper. It's the I4 Williams trailer pack, guys. PC only from King's Mod. The side does go up, guys. I just don't do it. Right, so we need to pick up our cedar, and then we need to pick up all the lime and seeds while we're here. Yes. Agreed. Alright, so if I just do that there, like I say, I don't do it this way and quickly, we're not going to have enough time to get... Oh my god, this doesn't even all fit on here. I forgot these pallets are bigger. Jesus, I forgot about that. This is not going to fit everything I want on here, I don't think. Ah, that's not good, guys. That's not good. So what have we got here now? We've got enough for maybe 4 more. We'll go for the 4 more up here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take any seed. I need some seed though on the farm. I need some seed at the farm. Yeah, to be fair, like I say, just the detail's unreal on this map. I really do like it. Although it does help when you're playing 4K. Although playing in 4K has its own issues. It's not a very optimized game. Even though the game's been out over a year, I still think it's so poorly optimized. No, I never thought of that, guys. I never thought of that. Do you know what though, guys? I forgot this is not a loader trailer. This is the grain version. I tell you what then. I'll tell you what we will do then. We will put everything in. We'll just empty the trailer when we get back to the farm. Excuse me. You've just turned my seed into wheat. Why have you turned my seed into wheat? You've literally just turned my seed into wheat. I won't mind the freaking seeders right there. I could have filled the seeder if I wasn't paying attention. If I wasn't paying attention, I could have filled the freaking seeder. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. My genius knows no bounds. Yeah, hopefully, guys, that's gonna let the that's gonna empty the trailer. Yeah, hopefully that's gonna give me my seed back. I do not need 2,400 liters of wheat. I need seed. Careful, car, careful. I'm very, very top heavy right now. So no weight distribution. Yeah, I've got so many jobs I need to get done in this live stream. Every live stream is a new month, and I've got so much to do in this live stream. I genuinely don't think that's going to give me seed back. Why did the trailer convert into wheat? A little bit weird, that one. Yeah, you haven't played Farm Sim properly if you haven't rolled a trailer or a tractor. Or in my case, a tractor and trailer. And if you tell me you haven't, you're either lying or, like I say, you don't play the game properly. I've got a feeling I'm not going to get this seed back. I think it's going to stay as wheat. I really do think it's going to stay as wheat. Choo-choo. Alright, first things first. No, 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 no. Alright, let me just... Yeah, I've got a feeling this is going to stay as wheat. I tell you what though, guys, buy a bag of seed and get free wheat. It's cheaper than buying a bag of wheat. Hang on. Let's compare this. Let's compare this in value. If I buy a consumable... No, I need seed. It's up there. If I buy a bag of seed, it's £1,200. If I buy a bag of wheat, where will wheat be? Animals, food. One bag of wheat is £1,500. If that trailer is converting wheat, seed into wheat, I'm just saying, if that converts that into that, do you know what I mean? This is, when I drop this now, guys, this is going to turn it into wheat. I'm telling you, this is going to be wheat. I think it's just bugged it out. That was really strange. Yeah, if you go onto this trailer though, guys. Although saying that, it's not accepting it into the silo. So maybe it is still going to be seed. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Overloaded trailers of fruit and veg. Corner taken too quickly. Yeah, we've all done it, pal. We've all done it. And those people who say they haven't, yeah, you have. Everyone's crashed at least 10 times on this game. If you haven't, like I say, you aren't playing the game right. Get around there, let's get around there, and yeah, let's does my tank doesn't take lime, guys. I thought it took lime. For a minute. My bad. It does not take lime. Really? I see it. Parked right next to the lime and it still picked up the solid fertilizer first. Crazy. Right. This is going to blow through this very, very quickly. We're going to have to make multiple trips to the field. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. Aberdeen FC. Let's just zoom out. Let's get as much width on there as we can. I want to make sure we get all the way up to the edge, guys, so we might waste a little bit on the outside lip, but yeah, it's fine. Wow, that is going down a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Considering how much this field was already pre-lined, that is a lot more than I anticipated. I thought we'd get a lot more of the field done than we actually have. That is crazy. Good job we were quick. Freaking trains here again. Right, we'll go up there. We'll get that done there. And that is the first 3,200 litres done. That wasn't much, guys. Like I said, I did say we would have a few trips to do. That is one trip done. So we've ploughed this field today. We've got it de-stoned today. Obviously, we're in the process of liming it. It'd be nice to try and get it fertilised, seeded. If we can put oats in both of our fields, we should be laughing for this year. Should be laughing. Definitely need to get a trailed spreader. Need a trailed spreader for the line now. This at 2,000, 3,000 litres at a time is just not enough anymore. It's not enough, but there's nothing in the shop. I also need to service the tractor. I still haven't serviced the tractor. There we go. Got the weight back on. Yo, Dexter dude, thank you for the follow. The map is called Kinlaig. It is part of the Highlands Fishing DLC, guys. Part of the Highlands Fishing DLC. Unfortunately, it's not a free map. You do have to pay for the DLC. Unless you've got the season pass. If you've already bought the season pass for year one. Yeah, it is included in that. Don't know, dude. I have the season pass, so I genuinely have no idea how much it is on its own. I always buy the year pass because it's always cheaper to buy the year pass than it is to buy all the DLC throughout the year separately. Right, we've made sure we've got all the way up to the edge. We haven't missed any little bits. That was my main goal for this. I don't think I can change the work speed of this, especially on Lime. I can. I'm just on the wrong device. There we go. If I just quickly do this. Do that, do it like that, and then go back to full width. That should hopefully get us nearly just about done, I think. Whoa, that would have done us if I was in the right place. I'm gonna have to go all the way back for a tiny little bit more because I didn't line up correctly. Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. Pickles! What a name. Someone's just joined the chat. I don't like to call people out, but dude, I love your username. It starts with old. I love that. It's me at the moment. I'm feeling old at the moment. Oh, my Amazon delivery's coming between 1 and 5. Why couldn't you be like between 10 and 12 like you normally are? I'm literally waiting for the delivery. It's got a... Yeah, it's got my filament rack. Obviously it's a rack that stores 3D printed filaments. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thanks, bud. Yeah, dude, I love you. I don't like to call people out who don't speak, dude, but that name is just cool. Old Codger. Ah, oh, kind of wish my channel was called Old Codger now. Oh, I just love it. My surname is Pickles, so contracting name is Pickles. Fair enough, dude. That's fair enough, my friend. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you for your comments. Do appreciate the people who do chat as well. I appreciate everybody, even the lurkers and that, but you know, the chatters are the ones that make streaming a little bit easier. Does make it a little bit easier when people are talking like. Alright, that will do me. So we just got to go now. Hopefully the seed that we dropped on the floor works. It's my TikTok and YouTube pages. Fair enough, pal. Fair enough. That little bit is annoying. Yeah. In a minute though, pal. It won't even be land. I'm gonna seed it and that'll get rid of the texture altogether. You won't even know it's there in about 2 minutes, dude. You won't even know it's there. We got any Formula 1 fans in the chat? Kind of a topic change, but you know. Oh, right, I need to now. I'm gonna drop that there. My yard's a bit of a mess, guys. I need buildings, but I've not long finished building the windmill on this map. Yeah, I'm not really bothered, guys. I'm very rushed for time today. We've got so much to do today. It's unreal. I am a little concerned that we're not going to be able to get this seed in here. Oh, well, it definitely calls it weed. I don't really know why the trailer called it seed, wheat, but I can live with it, I suppose. I suppose all we can do really right now, guys, is pray to the gods that this lets me get in here. Ah. I didn't realise the cover wasn't a cover. Yeah, I didn't realise that. I thought the cover would have a collision. Oh, well, that's not too bad then, guys. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's so realistic. You ever play Farmers Only Club? I don't anymore. No, I can't say I have. I've never heard of it. I play games like Formula 1. Snow Runner, farming, Euro Truck Simulator, things like that. Right, so we can plant oat today, guys. We can plant oat. We've got 2 fields we could plant oats in, but I'm thinking of maybe leaving the other field to a root crop or something. Yeah, I do. I tend to play quite a lot of sim games because it just makes it a bit easier to play. Do you know what I mean? I love Formula 1. Nice, guys. I print a lot of Formula 1 stuff. You know, 3D print stuff. Oh yeah, one time the wife just messaged me. Your Amazon parcel needs a one-time passcode. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah. I just find sim games are just dead chill to play. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can have like a really, really crappy day, and then you can just play some sim games and. No, I don't tend to use GPS, pal, unless I do a weeding contract with invisible weeds. Reason being is, I feel like if you turn cruise control on and you turn GPS on, you're not really playing the game anymore. You might as well just hire a worker. So I tend to just make a mess of it. Imagine me farming on this game. Like Jeremy Clarkson farms in real life. I can't do a straight line to save my life. I make a massive freaking mess of it, but I have fun doing it. Caleb would want to fire me as well, like he did Clarkson. Plus I like a little bit of an overhang to make sure we don't miss any bit. But as you can see, we are making very, very good progress now. So it's just gone 10 AM in game. Yo, Jack, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's just gone 10 AM in game. We'll play till about... we play till about 12 o'clock real life time, basically. So that's what, about 90 minutes of stream time left. We did start at 4:30 in the morning. We get all our running around done and all our deliveries done in the dark. Just because it's easier. Could definitely do with a wider seeder, but to be fair, it's taken me well, we're in year 5 now, and it took me 4 years to buy this one. Today is the first time I've delivered it to the farm. Got a big bit of discount on this on this cedar. Um, 10 o'clock came in game. Did that come up maxed on? Not interested in that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get them contracts. I've got a list of 3 contracts I want to do, and they're all weeding contracts. I was hoping to get them done because I like to do a weeding contract. They're good money makers. You don't use a consumable to do it. We can also weed at 12 meters wide, but I don't think we're going to have time to do them. I have got one more field I can still plant, and I don't know if to put a root crop in it. We haven't done onions. That's the thing. We've been on this game now for 5 in-game years, and we haven't done onion like on our own farm. Or maybe we do onions and we have a harvest in winter. It gives us something to do in winter. I can keep it straight as a dime, fair enough. Saxingham and Oak Bridge are my favourite map. Dude, this map is amazing, dude. This map is amazing. And the fact it's a default map as well is really cool. But yeah, I like... well, he called it Oak Bridge this year, didn't he? He changed the name of it. I was a fan of the map on 22. I didn't really play much of it on 25 because I played it on 22. I don't like to try and play the same maps if I can help it. But I only like to play like UK and Irish maps. I will spread to like a European map if I have to, if there's no else out. But yeah. I'm looking forward to Oxygen David's new map. He says it's going into testing with his private testers very, very soon. So I'm hoping that means it's not far from being ready. Is there any football tonight, guys? Does anyone know if there's any football tonight? I don't know. It may be. It's the one where he was hoping to put the Mallard steam train and he couldn't. So he's put on like a diesel train. But he has put a UK diesel train on, which is always nice to see. I've just realised, guys, this is going to need rolling. I need a bigger roller. I hate rolling, and I'm only rolling at 6 meters wide. Loads of matches in the Premier League tonight. Nice. Have we got any football fans in the chat? Just what, you know, just conversation really, innit? Yeah, the one with the real shots. Yeah, I do like Kinlaig, yeah. Which means I won't be able to play it. Why won't you be able to play it, pal? Why won't you be able to play it? Oh, God, guys. Twitch has just informed me. I've got a viewer chatting on Twitch at the moment, guys. We have a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan on Twitch, guys. I'm on console. Yeah, but Oxygen David's map will come to console, dude. You just got to give it just a little bit of time, you know. He lets the PC players find all the issues so that then it spends less time with Giant and it just gets released. Twitch viewers are elite. Well, to be fair, the Twitch stream does have a lot more interaction. If you click on the channel points, my friend, you can spend channel points on sound effects and animations and stuff. You don't get that over on TikTok. Very limited to what you can do on TikTok. I'm on PC, used to be console. Yeah, I built my first whole gaming PC about 6 years ago, but I was on a very tight budget. It played Euro Truck Simulator and Minecraft, which is what I was playing back then, and honestly, yeah, it did the job. Now I can play any game I want. Yeah, but shops won't be named. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, maybe not. Fair enough. I see what you mean. Yeah, they'll have a different name, won't they? Yeah, it's the only downside to console actually. You're limited on the copyright stuff. Not that, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just think it's a bit silly. To me personally, it's free advertisement. If I owned a company and someone said, "Oh, I want to put your brand in a game," I'd be like, "Do it." Free advertisement. You know what I mean? Can you imagine going to the Tony Carvery to deliver your greenhouse supplies and your bread and your, you know, and your sugar? It'll be better than going to Lizard's Diner. Do you use a wheel? I do use a wheel, yes. Depending on what I play, depends on what wheel I use. I do have 2 different steering wheels. If anybody plays PC though, guys, or anybody plays on Xbox, I am selling a steering wheel, pedal and gear shifter. Now Fords have been added, I still haven't seen. Yeah, there's some Fords, dude. There is some Fords. G923 Logitech wheel, dude. It's my old wheel. But yeah, with gear shifter as well, which makes Euro Truck Simulator really good actually. I am selling, like I say, I've had some upgrades. I literally don't want a lot for it. I want basically what I can get for cash trading, and in that way someone in my community can get a bit of a bargain while I you know, I ain't gonna make any extra money than if I took it to CEX and traded it in anyway. But right now it is just sat in my cellar in a box doing nothing, and has been for months. Well, that depends what you've got to trade, pal. But I was looking for a bit of cash. But, you know, depending on what you want to trade, depends on what you've got, you know. Why would I want a G920, pal? I'm trying to sell a G920. I'm trying to sell a better wheel. Yeah, when I play farming or truck simulator and I'm sat at my PC desk, I use a Moser R5 wheel, and when I...
That's annoying!
It is annoying. Someone's found the Jeremy Clarkson sound effect. And then when I'm sat in the sim rig, guys, I am using a Fanatec GT3 wheel. I want to get a Formula 1 wheel for the sim rig, but yeah, I'm in the process of setting up a little business on Etsy at the moment, so all my spare money's going into the business and printing and things like that. So I tell you what though, actually, I've got the Fanatec GT3 wheel, and it's a lovely wheel, don't get me wrong. But I tell you what, I much prefer to use my Moser wheel. I really do. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the R5 for simulation games, and then I've got the Fanatec GT3 wheel for racing. Yes, I have, my friend. I have. I was actually very tempted about buying the trucking wheel, you know, the bundle, buy the trucking wheel bundle, and selling the Fanatec. I've literally had my Fanatec wheel about a month, But do you know what? I just love it. I just feel this is going to sound really daft, but I just like the Moser more. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you what it is. I just like the Moser more than the Fanatec wheel. Oh. What other racing games? Yeah, I've got competition or whatever it is, the competition one. I've got Formula One. I've got the original Assetto Corsa. I love to use my wheel on Snow Runner. That makes the game so much more interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some more racing games very soon. Like I say, have you? Yeah, if anyone goes to my Etsy store, AMV Prints on Etsy, there's only a couple of things on there at the moment. That's my afternoon job, is to list everything on there. If you want to buy any 3D prints and things like that, yeah, you can fund my new racing games, basically. You can fund my racing games. I want to get Le Mans Ultimate. That looks like it's become a good game now. I know when it first came out, it didn't receive very great reviews, but apparently some of the newest updates have really improved that game. I want to get iRacing, but I can't justify like £100 a year for iRacing. I can't justify it. I live in a massive 6-bedroom house, you know what I mean? My mortgage costs me enough as it is. The wife has her own game room and office, and I have my own game room and office, you know what I mean? And then all my kids have their own bedrooms. I can't justify £100 a year on a racing game. It's a bit different when... The problem is, if you buy a game and then they release DLC, I bet you spend more than £100 a year on DLC. I bet in theory, but then again, with iRacing, £100 a year, and you only get base game, that's the problem. Like, if you got every car and every track for £100 a year, or $100 a year, whatever it is, and maybe we'd be like, yeah, do you know what, actually, that's not bad. But you don't. You only get like 20 cars and 5 tracks or something like that, and I think for £100 a year, slash $100, whatever the currency is to use, I just don't think it's... And it is worth it. I know it's worth it. I just can't justify it. So I have to tell myself it's not worth it. I have to tell myself it's not worth it. God, I need to sort my hair out in a minute. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Very stiff and achy today, guys. Very stiff and achy. Yo, Matt, how you doing, pal? Look at you coming in with the best name ever. And the best thing is your mother spelt it right on your birth certificate with 2 T's. If you spell Matthew with 1, you need your head testing. You need to go and commit your mother. You don't spell it with 1. You're just weird if you spell it with 1. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm a bit achy and tired. I'll tell you what I did have earlier. I had this thing. I just came over all hot and got really crappy about half an hour ago, but it seems to have passed. So that's a good thing. Hey, I tell you what I 3D printed yesterday, guys. I tell you what I did 3D print yesterday. I printed some hooks that go on a radiator. And then basically what you do is you put your trainers on the other end of the... So you put hook it onto your radiator and then it's got like a piece coming off. And then, yeah, it literally drives trainers. Now, I went out yesterday to purchase some boxes for deliveries and stuff. And do you know what? It was absolutely brilliant. I stood in a puddle in the dark because I just couldn't see, and all the slush from the snow we've had. It's just caused massive deep puddles and flooding in places. And I walked through it, and by the time I got home, obviously my feet were sodding and dripping wet and things like that. And yeah, so I was like, right, how can I dry my trainers quick enough? And I 3D printed a trainer drying hooks, and obviously I did 2 of them. And you know what? They are absolutely brilliant. I put the heating on, and about an hour and a half later, they were bone dry. And I was like, that was freaking awesome. There's now worse than trying to dry trainers, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can put them in a dryer. You put them in a dryer, though. Your dryer sounds like, you know, sounds like it's going to explode. I've got this game. Nice, dude. What's your favourite map? I was hoping to buy another field today, guys, but I don't think that's going to happen. I've got to roll this field yet, and rolling takes forever. I'm tempted about using the money in the bank and buying a bigger roller. We officially have 4 fields now. I think it's time to buy a bigger roller. I've not tried all the maps yet. Yeah, but out of the maps you've tried then, dude, what's your favourite map to play on at the moment? It ain't a trick question, pal. You know, everybody has everybody loves a different map. You know, but out of the ones you've tried, what do you like? That's one thing. This is why I bought the farm in this area. I would just wish the train worked properly. I wish it had steam. But I think it looks freaking awesome. Right, that is the field now seeded. So yeah, we need to have a look at a bigger roller. Right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave the seeder down. Oh no, I've got to roll this, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say I was gonna not get as many tyre marks in it as possible, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Right, let's have a look at rollers. Yeah, we've been working with 6 meters for a while now, and we're gonna have a lot of fields to roll after harvest. There isn't one in the shop. That is very nice. I would have that if I could afford it. But I can't afford it, so I can't have it. Right, so we need field yield improvements. So yield improvement rollers. So that's what we've got at the moment. 6 meters wide. That's 6 meters wide. Wow, that's half our money gone, but it does double the width. I'm not bothered about 27 meters. That's good enough for me. Configuration, crossboard. I don't know. I don't really know which one of these we need. Well, that's £5 more. So yeah, right. So we're gonna buy that there, guys. We're gonna buy that, and yeah, we're gonna take our small roller to the shop and get a new one. Get a new bigger one, guys. Get a new bigger one. Yeah, I've got another field I need to go. I could do with seeding. If I'm gonna put oats in it, I need to seed it today. But right now, I want to get that field rolled, just in case. I'm tempted about going and doing the 3 hoeing contract. I just don't know how I'm doing for time. I've got about an hour and 20 minutes of stream left, so yeah, we're making good time, I suppose. Yeah, our other new field has gone completely out of the window now. That is just, yeah. But I think the roller is going to save us a lot of time and effort going forward. And to be fair with you, now we've got 12 meters, we could maybe get the rolling contract mod and roll some contracts. That would make some money. Yeah, this little roller's been too small since the day we got it. Takes a little while to get to the shop. I do love being in that corner of the map though. How do I add flying dirt? What do you mean flying dirt, dude? Pick it up in your hand and throw it? Flying. From the wheels? What? Are you making your own mod, dude? It's, I believe it's part of the tyres. Right, we're gonna repair that. We're gonna repaint that. Wow, we only got 3 grand back though for that after we painted it. That, well, yeah, definitely lost out on the money today. We need at least 12 grand in. We need at least 12 grand in the bank to cover next month's loan payments. But I do think that this is going to serve a purpose, guys. This is going to serve a purpose. Every time I come here, guys, I need to stop coming with the weight on. Like, I can take the straw blower back with me. Yeah, so our cows are going to have to wait once again, guys, because the map, dude, is called Kinlaig. It's part of the Highlands Fishing DLC. Yeah, the cows are going to have to wait. The money, I've just spent the money for the field for the grass. Means, yeah, I can't get the cows again. But the rolling is going to save so much time. If a field takes 5 minutes, it's now going to take 2.5 minutes. If it took 10 minutes, it's now going to take 5 minutes because it's double the size. So you get the idea. So the amount of time we can save every year rolling now is just unreal. Definitely a lot bigger. Looking a lot nicer as well. Our other one had seen quite a bit of use over the years. Give me a minute, guys. I think someone might be at my door. I'm just going to check on the camera. Nope, it's fine. It was the postman. Yeah, I'm expecting about 12 parcels today. I've got filaments coming for the printing from many different places. They're all, yeah. Amazon was the only one where I could buy more than one at the same place. Yeah, I've managed to get filament costs down from $12.99 down to like I think some of the ones I've got coming today are like $8.50. Just because I've found places where it's on offer and bit of a bargain, and you know, like buy so many and you know get better. Right, I did not mean to do that. I hired a worker accidentally. Right, here we go. This is going to just... Yeah, I don't mind missing the very teeny tiny corners. But yeah, oh yes. Oh god, this is slower. It might be wider, but it's slower. The other one was 10 miles an hour. This one's only 7. Oh. Okay. Not going to save as much time as I initially thought it would. That sucks. Reverse up to the railway lines. There is rice saplings apparently in the discount shop. Let's go to it. Right. Yeah, 7 miles an hour seems to be the speed. That sucks. Yo, dude, thank you for liking the stream, guys. Thank you to everybody who has liked the stream. That is the only alert we have that doesn't actually have a sound. Because sometimes I get people spamming it thousands of times. Not as much anymore, dude. Me and the wife played Euro Truck Simulator together. The wife likes to play in convoy mode because unfortunately my wife doesn't have a great experience on Truckers MP. She every time she plays it, because she has a girly name, she seems to get driven into a lot by blokes, and then they just go off laughing saying ha ha, I crashed into a girl, and she has it quite a lot. So she prefers to play convoy mode. That way, like, we can play with whoever we want to play with, basically, and we don't have to worry about knobheads. Or if a knobhead does join us, they'll only join the once, you know what I mean? Yeah, the wife's experience on Truckers MP as a girl is not exactly the best. And why should she not have a girlier name? Just so people don't, you know, ruin her experience. Maybe the blokes just need to get a grip. Yeah, as you can see, this is... Oh, like I say, we've lost a little bit of speed, but we've gained twice the width. Yeah, 9 mile an hour. Yeah. We've lost about 20% in speed and gained 50% in width, so we're still gaining approximately 30% over the old roller, so we are still going to be 30% quicker. I was hoping it was going to be double, but it's not going to be the case, I'm afraid. But still, 30% quicker on rolling it's still not bad, really. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm currently, for the shop, I'm currently printing some models for images. Desk mount, wire, you know, wire tidiers, but they're like a little G-clamp and designed to hold wires and stuff. And yeah, kind of just, I've got 3 on to print at the moment while I was live, and then I actually need some, you see. So it gives me a chance to list them to the Etsy shop at the same time. I've got a pink Scania 77 and 770. I joined Sim 1 the other day and someone was playing music. Yeah. You also have that as a streamer. If someone's playing copyrighted music in the background, it can have your streams muted. If you go in convoy mode, doing you play with people, like if I weren't playing with the Dragon Lady, I'd just do single player and I would just turn the traffic up full and make it, you know, like super realistic. Yeah, maybe, pal, maybe. You get crashed into though, mate, because other people just want to ruin other people's experience. 99% of the time when I see a car on Truckers MP, it causes problems. Which tells you those people are there just to cause problems. Yeah, I can't say... Like I say, I personally, it's not too bad. But the wife, she just can't play Truckers MP. Yeah, it's on ETS, pal. So what you do is you... Let's just say tonight I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator and you wanted to join. You have to load up single player and you have to load into your own convoy. Then I send you an invite and then you just join mine. That's how it works. And then you can play with everybody who's in your friends without other dicks ruining your game. And you can have traffic turned on in convoy mode. So you can have the full single player experience in multiplayer. It's brilliant. I really do like the convoy mode. But you do have to be in your own convoy to join someone else's. That's probably the only thing I don't like about it. Like, why can't you just be in the menu and join? But to be fair, until the other year, they didn't even do multiplayer, did they? So, you know. But they'll definitely do multiplayer soon. Because the game is coming to console. It's coming to console in 2026. And console players are going to want to play with each other. Well, as you can see, that didn't take over long. Yeah, I see the game going crossplay eventually. It's a truck driving game. I don't see... To be honest, I don't understand what's taking them so long to release it to console, to be honest. It's probably... Because they must have licensing, otherwise they wouldn't be able to put it on PC. Although it's PC, you don't... Because you don't technically need licensing on PC. Let's be fair, I've got a Leyland tractor on this game, do you know what I mean? Yo, Ryan, how you doing, pal? Nice. How's the weather where you are, dude? Ours has just turned into an absolute slushy, icy mess now. Freezing, yeah. I'll tell you what, actually, although saying that, I've got 3 degrees today. I've got 3 degrees. After I finish streaming today, I might go into the yard and I got my digging shovel. I might go break some of the ice up and push it into the path. Because I am into the back alleyway and stuff. I don't like having ice and stuff in my yard. I've got a dog, you know what I mean? I don't need a dog breaking a leg. Right, as you can see, that is this. Yeah, I got my grandson a PS5 for Christmas so he can play FS25 and ETS when it's out. Nice. You really are an old codger. I need to ask the question now. How old are you, Codge? Hey, I'm old enough to have grandkids. I'm just saying, I just don't have any. My eldest son's 21 in a couple of weeks. I'm nearly 60. Fair enough. Fair enough. You deserve the name old codger, dude. I'm 41. I've not long turned 41, but even I feel old at 41, to be honest. Right, there we go. Let's do that. Roll that up to there. Lift and fold. Why are you not folding? That's why I'm pressing the wrong button. I still ride motorbikes. I'm not interested in motorbikes. No interest. Oh, I saw my uncle die on one, and I've got no interest in them. I don't mind people talking about them. I don't know now any much about them. I'm not. I don't. Yeah, since then it was like no. So yeah, you can't join in with your motorcycle talk. Right, that is that done. So let's have a look on here and find out when. So April is carrot. When is onions? Onions is now. For fuck's sake, of course, onions is now. And then it gets right. So I can't do onions because that's due at the same time as everything else I've got to do. So if we were to put a root crop in our other field now, we would be looking at carrots, parsnips, not peas, not potato, red beet. Spinach isn't a bad one because I could plant it next month and it would be ready technically then. But the good thing is I can leave it till November. Sugar beets is plant now and that's done in November. Potatoes is done now. So we're looking at maybe green beans as well. Green beans is an option. Yeah, somewhat just... Oh crap, we best move. We best move. I didn't realise I'd rolled all the way down the hill. Didn't realise I'd rolled all the way down the hill. If the train came then while we were in the menu, that would have made a mess. But my yard is a mess. Talking of a mess, my yard is an absolute disgrace. Right, let's go and get these 3 little contracts done. I need to put wood into the sawmill as well. Guys, we need to plant trees today. We were meant to plant trees earlier. We were meant to plant a lot of trees today, and we haven't. La, da, 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 da. Right, 35, 2 and 37, so they're all at the opposite side of the map. Yeah, they're all at the opposite side of the map. So we'll go there now and we'll make a start. Let's have a look. So if we head to 2, if we do 2, 35 and 37, that's a start. That will be the way to do it. Oh, got a sneeze. Bless me. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. No, dude, I am at the moment because I've kind of just been playing this because it's been a very popular game lately. I like to play Euro Truck Simulator. Dude, if you like driving games, have you ever played SnowRunner? That's a fantastic game. It's like ETS where the trucks hate you. The cargo hates you. The maps hate you. The game just hates you. But it's so fun to play. Like the slightest knock and you can lose everything. It's a fantastic game. That can be quite popular as well, to be fair. Yeah, and I haven't got all the DLC. I stopped after the second Russian map. Not that I stopped on purpose. I just... Yeah, just DLCs come out and I've not... I bought a house. You know what I mean? I bought a big ass house and trying to buy things. Dude, thank you for the follow, my friend. So what I do is I put any money I make streaming, like coins, bits, donations, things like that. That's what buys my games and DLCs and stuff. And that's kind of what I do. I never ask for anything. I've gone the wrong way. Oh, we're gonna have to do this backwards then. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. But yeah, that's what I do. I use all the money I ever make streaming, I put back into it, you know, even if it's upgrades or, you know, I've got 3 Patreon supporters, for example, and their money pays for all the web, like my my brow, what do you call it, my domains and Cloudflare premiums and stuff for our Minecraft server and stuff. Cool, I'm retired, took it early. Nice. I'm getting to the stage where I've been living out of my crypto profits for the last, I don't know how many years, but they're starting to dwindle away now. It didn't help after the end of the bull run. The bull run last year for the crypto was shocking. I was hoping for it to be at least 3 times higher than it was. But I still managed to nip out. I still managed to get a profit, so that's the main thing. And then I'll live on that for a year. And then hopefully, you know, we'll get another mini bull run in a few months and try and live on that and kind of do that. And then I've got a little Etsy shop for my 3D prints. I make 3D prints and I sell them on Etsy. Yeah, right now I'm printing right now. Printing 3 desk. They're like a clamp. You clamp it to your desk, and then on the back it's got loads of little things to put wires in. And I printed 3 of them off. And they're basically wire tidies, but they're like clamp form, so they're completely universal for any desk within a certain, you know, within a certain thickness. But if your desk's too thin. Oh, these are the fields I hate. I hate these fields. I hate these fields. Why give me a weeding contract with no weeds? Why give me a weeding contract with no freaking weeds? It looks shite. I'm restoring a Suzuki 650 Buckman scooter turret. Nice. I'd like to get into 3D printing. Yeah. It's handy. You've got to make all your own models and stuff, though. That's the thing. You got to know a bit about, like, you know, video editing. Not video editing, like, you know, modeling and software and all that kind of stuff. But I can kind of do bits of that anyway, so... Jesus Christ, this is horrible, guys. This is because we're going across the bumps. We need to go with the bumps, but right now you know, I've got to do a headland. I know a little myself. I gotta keep busy at my age. Yes, you do find. I found it with my dad. The less he had to do, the worse he always felt, and then he kind of went downhill, kind of thing. But yeah, I would recommend keeping busy. That's for sure. That is for sure. Right, I'm not doing a second headland in general. Yeah, just kind of gonna struggle here, I think. I could have done with been going across the fields. I could do with redoing the GPS, but I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest. Going uphill is really gonna struggle. This tractor's got like 360 brake horsepower, guys, and it struggles to pull a tiny weeder. because of the look at it, it's like bumpy bump bump. I need to go with the field, but yeah, not gonna happen this time. Not gonna happen this time. So we've done 2 little rows and 1 headland, and we've already completed 33% of this field. So that's not too shabby, really. Yo, Hot Wheels, thank you for the follow. Do appreciate that follow, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, this is the worst field to do, but out of the 3 contracts, this is the biggest paying one. I'm not going to get these trees planted today though, guys. Another month trees are not planted. But we've got to just make a little bit of money. I'll leave the I think I'll leave the sawmill today. I'll just put extra wood in it tomorrow. I don't know, actually. I'm tempted. What day? I stream Monday to Friday, dude. 9 in the morning till about 12 o'clock. Think about maybe starting a new snow runner stream maybe tomorrow. New snow runner series. No, I just fancy a different game tomorrow. I played this every day for like 6 weeks. But yeah, Monday to Friday, dude, 9 in the morning till 12 UK time. Obviously, they are my stream days. I do sometimes stream on an evening, especially if I had the Dragon Lady's like, oh, I want to play some games, you know, play maybe Minecraft or Euro Truck Simulator or something. But at the moment, like I say, a bit busy with the 3D printing and getting the Etsy shop up and running. So that's kind of where all my spare time's gone at the moment. Yeah, no worries, dude. Appreciate you coming in for a conversation. I hate these contracts when you're doing a weeding contract and there isn't a weed here. It's annoying, to be honest. Come on. These hills. This hill is absolutely draining me right now. Come on. We need speed and power, and we ain't got any speed. We supposedly got the power. Oh, do you know what it is, guys? You know what it is? I still haven't freaking serviced my tractor. I just realised why I'm struggling so badly. I needed to service it 2 hours and 10 minutes ago in real life. I needed to do it. Still need to do it. Haven't done it. haven't done it in the slightest. Right, so what football have we got on tonight then, guys? Burnley United, Newcastle Leeds, City Brighton, Fulham Chelsea, ooh, West End Derby, Brentford Sunderland, Bournemouth Spurs, Everton Wolves. I'm not a United fan, but I do like to see them lose, and I feel like Burnley at the moment. Money's on Burnley. Right, that is 85% now. It's taking a little while. How are you doing, Lewis? How are you doing, pal? I am not doing too bad. I'm bloody knackered. I could do with a nap. I had a shocking night's sleep last night. I won't mind, but you know, I went to bed relatively late, up relatively early again, but the sleep I'm getting at the moment is just so... you know what I mean? So restless, waking up several times a night. $95, well 94, it's about to be 95 next. Come on, tractor, I know, you need a service. I'm gonna do all these jobs here and then I'm gonna spend the entire money on the fucking service. $96, $97, $98, $99. Right, one contract down, two more to go. Look at it, I can't even drive across the field. There we go. Right, that's a little job down. Let's go to the next one. The next one is literally just up the road. Field number 35. It's a long way to get to 35. I could technically cut through the trees, but that's kind of cheating. Once again, a field with no weeds visible. What is going on with this game today? Let me guess, field 4 is going to be exactly the same. Right, let me cash in that first contract anyway. A little bit of money in the bank, that's the main thing. 4,600 quid. We're going to come out with about 10 grand basically for doing these 3 contracts, so it's not too bad. The good thing is with this one is we're going to get decent speed on this field because even though it needs a service still, it's relatively flat. that is one headland nearly done, 26%. That's the good thing with having a very wide weeder. It doesn't take long to do. It's one of the reasons I love to do seeding contracts. They're so easy to do, they're so quick to do. My heating should come on again, it must be cold in my house today. My heating's costing me about £8 a day at the moment. Freaking heat this house. I'll be glad when snow and ice buggers off so it can calm itself back down. But yeah, my loft bedrooms are freezing. Like, freezing. But if I can keep them at a nice steady 16, 17 degrees with the heating, and then obviously by the time the kids turn the PCs on and they're playing games, and PCs, let's be honest, the PC chucks out a lot of heat, so that then warms up the room as well, do you know what I mean? So it's always nice. Yeah, I just have the hive set to 17 degrees, and then every time it dips below 17, heating comes on. That keeps the house at a nice steady temperature then. Heating doesn't come on between 12 and 6 because I don't see, no, 10 and 6. 10 and 6, I don't see the point, everyone's in bed. But that first heat on a morning can be on for like 3 hours and oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. Right, that is 77% done on this contract already. One more row, I think, should just about finish this contract. Looking that way anyway. There we go. And then we've got one more just at the other side of this farm, and then that is these contracts done, so that's not too bad. That gives us about half an hour to get some trees planted, deal with some wood down at the sawmill, so yes, not too bad. Making a bit better time than I thought, actually. Cash that one in, that's a little bit more money. I know fine well there's going to be more weeding contracts now. You just know there is. See, that's a decent contract. 7 grand for stone picking near the farm. Why couldn't that come up earlier? I would have done that earlier because I need more stone for my lime production. I don't know if it's possible to drive through this farm. I don't own it, so I don't know if the gates will open. Although there's no gate there, so that's not too bad. Yeah, this is the one farm we didn't buy. We weren't really... Yeah, there is a freaking gate. Can I open this gate? Please open. Yes, it does. Haha. Sometimes you have to own the farm to open them. Although saying that, I didn't need to go out of there. I could have just come up here. Oh, there is a gate there anyway. Never mind. Right, the next job we're doing is this one just up here. And I've got a feeling it's another weeding contract with no weeds. It is exactly another weeding contract with no weeds. What the hell is going on today? All these weeding contracts and not a single weed in the ground. We must be catching the jobs too early. It's all I can put it down to be honest. Literally all I can put it down to. Yeah, I'm just using the GPS lines, guys, as a guide. Like I say, normally you have weeds, and when you see the weeds, you know where to go, but when there's no weeds, this is the easiest thing. I'm not turning GPS on, like I say. If I turn it on, I feel like there's less to do in the game if you turn it on. I had 2 stone picking ones the other day and they completed before I even got to the field. Out. Did you accept them before you got there though, dude? Always accept contracts as soon as you see them if you want to do one. Yeah, that's almost as bad as doing a weeding contract with no weeds. Yeah, I accepted them. That was weird. The only thing I can say to you, pal, is the did you go into a new day? I don't know, but that's why I'm asking, because I know jobs are timed. Nope. Really strange, dude. Really, really, really strange. I don't know then, dude. I think your game just bugged out a little bit. I can't say I've had any problems with the weeding ones, with the stone ones in the past. What annoys me is, like, there's a load of contracts to do, but they're not listed. They're the ones that annoy me. Like, you'll be sat, like, refreshing the contract list looking for that job to come up, and it never comes up. Ever. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. We've had a semi-popular stream. A semi-popular stream today. Yeah, 62%. These are these final ones. Yeah, we'll go to the shop. We've got to rent the tree planting. I need the trailer back at the shop as well. That's going to be annoying. I need the trailer back at the sawmill. That's kind of annoying. I need to service my freaking tractor though. Heavy rain possible in the next hour, really? We've had snow for a bloody week. Nice to get rid of all the slushy rain. All the slushy mess. Yeah, there we go. 89% complete on this contract. We will just go all the way to the bottom. There we go. 94, 95, 96, 97. Yeah, plenty. Nicely done. That is another job done. Yeah, I really didn't want to be doing this contract. I was hoping there was going to be enough work to do around, but we spent a lot of money today. We spent a lot of money in game today. Well, in my defense, I was hoping that was going to fold a little bit quicker than it did. Right, so that is that is now completed there as a weeding job. Yeah, I would have really loved to have done that stone picking contract. I don't have time to do it now though. I've got about half an hour of stream time left. I've got to get the trailer moved down to, yeah, I've got to take the trailer back to the sawmill. I've got to take the some pallets of seed. I've got to get a tree planter. Yeah, I've got a lot to do in half an hour. What we'll do again though, guys, is we'll do what we did yesterday. We won't sell the wood at the end of the stream. We'll wait until the beginning of the next one, and then we'll just sell it all in one go, basically. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the farm. We're going to pick up the I4 Williams trailer. We're then going to go and pick up the seed. Might pick up the tree planter and I might just super strength it into the back of the trailer. I am slowly running out of time, you see, but I've got bits I still need to get done in this episode. Every live stream is a new month, so I've got to get some stuff done this month. It has to be done this month. Yeah, we've had a very, 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 very busy day today. A very, very busy day. Hmm. 3 o'clock in game is vastly approaching. Yeah, this is going to be a quick dump and move. Like I say, we ain't got forever. Yeah, go over that quite nicely. Right, let's try and get some of this yard tidied up as well when we can. If we start doing stuff, we need to start tidying up because the yard is an absolute shit tip. We need more storage, to be honest, but it's not really working very well. I just don't seem to ever have. The problem is I need yards, but I need fields, and I'm trying to put all the money into fields at the moment. Try and make sure we've got more fields. More fields equals more money earned. If I spend the money on a shed, we haven't really got out to show but a shed. It can't earn us any more money, so that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just trying to work with the game to make as much money as we can. But remember, we've done this entire series on hard economy. Hard economy on every single stream. That in itself is the challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna make it look very dodgy in a minute, guys, with what we're gonna do. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna put the saplings in the trailer. I'm going to rent the tree planting tool, and I'm gonna just throw that on top of the trailer to take it down to the sawmill. Everything's going to the sawmill, and it's the opposite side of the map. I don't want to be driving backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, back. Otherwise, we'll run out of time. I'm going to have to lease the tree planter over multiple episodes anyway. That's going to cost us an extra fee, isn't it? So we've got pallets of tree saplings here, guys, and this is what we're going to be planting. So we're going to put that into there like that. We're going to put that into there like that, and we're going to put that into there like that. We're then going to go down to forestry, tree planters. Details, lease, £1,000. Right, it's about £500 to lease it for a month overnight. We are gonna have to do it. Yeah, guys, the this map is called Kinlaig, guys. It's the new Highlands Fishing DLC map. I did say it was going to be sketchy, guys. Like I say, I'm running out of stream time and I have to get some trees planted today. Preferably one tree. Might do two. We've got 960 saplings here apparently. I've not started that one yet, dude. There is a castle to build up there, up there. I'll try and show you it. And there's a windmill to build. The windmill to build is also the grain mill. If you don't build it, there's no grain mill. Or at least there isn't on the hard economy anyway. There it is. There's the castle I'm building. Up there on the edge. That castle has 65 stages. I've been doing the castle since live stream maybe 3 or 4. And I'm still not finished. The windmill has 19 stages. Yeah, there's loads to do, pal. That's why I started the series with £100,000. I bought a tractor, I bought some second-hand equipment to start contracting. I then basically can only use a loan for buildings and businesses. So the first £300,000 loan was the... Really, dickhead. Yeah, so the first loan got us the sawmill. I'm on single player. The sawmill then obviously produces you all the wood you need for the early stages of the castle. When you deliver to the castle, it does pay you. When you deliver to the windmill, it does not pay you. The windmill land is nearly £500,000, and then you still don't get paid for all the stuff you deliver. It's crazy. But the castle pays very, very well. The castle is always the best paying price all the time for long beams and long planks and wooden beams. The lag in that area is starting already. Crazy. And crazy. Ryan. Right, so we've got 240 tree saplings apparently. We need to roughly figure out where our line finishes on the road. So this is our land here. Right, okay. So it's kind of along that edge. Kind of along this edge. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start planting where we can. These trees are just, they're not growing enough at the moment, guys. We need more. Not that you could do with some helpers. Yeah, I get a lot of people try and join, pal. Do you know what I mean? But I've been stung in the past with people joining. Let's get these trees planted. I can definitely go into that corner a little bit more, but you got to remember, guys, I got to have room to get trees out when I drag them. When you get any trees from here and you go into the sawmill, you can just drag them with a winch. We're definitely going to put some trees along this cliff edge. Definitely. Yeah, I don't tend to farm on an evening. Let's try and hide this ruins behind here somewhere. Yeah, we don't need loads and loads and loads. There's one thing about this, we can just try and get some trees in. They're all going to be kind of ready at the same time, you see, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, this is all our land, so why not? Leave that there like that. We've got nearly 30 trees planted, guys. Not a bad start. I didn't want the tree there. I wanted it, yeah, like there. And I wanted it in the middle. You're not going to put it where I want, are you? You bloody not. That's the worst thing about that. Right, well, let's try and get a few more into here, like I say. A little bit more room. Right. I'm not trying to block off too much, that's the thing, you see. I'm not trying to block off too much of the way. Alright, let's maybe just fill in this little area here. This is where I think do quite well. Yeah, tree planting is very, very slow, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Start planting, start planting. Yeah, while these are growing over the next year, hopefully it'll make the rest of the trees in the area just around here grow a little bit more. But at least we're getting trees in the ground, that's the main thing. It might not be spaced very great, you know, very well, but it'll do what it needs to. Come on. You took forever to plant a bloody sapling there. I've got a little bit of space up by the windmill as well. Bit of open green space. So I think we'll get some saplings up there as well. I think that's going to be the best thing. Oh, the rain has started in game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was very bad, was that? That was very bad. That's not where I wanted a sapling. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. One more in there. That should do for now. And one there. Right, let's go up to the windmill area and get something up round there. We started with 240 trees, guys. We're down to 174, so that's a good amount of trees planted. We planted nearly 70 pine trees. Yeah, there's a bit of green space. Just actually, I could get in there. That's our land as well. But I need some room to be able to drag trees out. There does look to be a couple more bigger spruce trees around here. Most of these trees around here, though, guys, are ours. Most of these trees around here are ours. Let me just come around here. Before I drop that, I'm going to get into this corner. So what we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to start by putting trees all along the cliff face. Where it's a little bit smoother and a bit flatter. So yeah, if we basically just drive along this cliff edge, this will grow us some more trees. Big open bit of green. We might as well put it to good use. These trees are going to take a couple of in-game years. I might not even need the wood by then. If I don't, then we'll get a tree cutter in and we'll just, you know, I'll just sell it. Definitely makes the most of this though. Might even be able to get a couple of rows in. There's plenty of space. Nice. Plenty of flour being made again. It's handy. Nice to see. Yeah, we can get more trees in here. Let's make a start. Tree galore. Da, da, da. There we go. Yep. I don't want to put these ones too close. We do drive up here. I don't want that much lag up here. Trees do seem to cause a bit of an issue. Not bad though, guys. Not bad at all. We planted 95 trees. 96 trees. 97. 98. 99. We have officially planted one 100 trees. And if we go back this way, get another few in this little bit here. I don't want to go too close to the road though, guys. There's a great demand. Is the great demand for anything we've got? No. No, it's not a great demand for anything we've got. Something new has come up in the discount shop. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to the road because when the trees grow, we don't want to be having any impaired vision on the road. That's maybe as close to the road as I would likely want to get. As you can see, guys, our stream time is coming to an end very, very soon. I've had a blast like always though, guys. That's the main thing. We've had a blast. We'll just finish this last row of trees. I think it's a bit silly to not put the last row in when we've already got them loaded. We're already here. I think there is about where we want to be putting them, I think. Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, we put in nearly 120 trees, guys. Granted, we've probably taken more than 120 trees out, but we own this land, so they are going to grow. Unlike the last lot we did, when you replanted the trees, they wouldn't grow again. I don't have access to this land. It's my... What do you mean I don't have access to this land? It's... Oh, I don't. I don't own the road. Ah! Didn't realise. Oh, there you go then. That means we can't get too close to the road anyway. Two more trees in the ground here. One more tree up here. That, guys, is 130 trees being planted. 130 trees planted up to now. Crazy. We've got a lot more trees though we can plant. But the good thing is we've got a lot more trees we can take down as well. But yeah, I didn't realise I didn't own the road bit. I thought I owned the road after I bought the production. Fair enough. I bloody do. Yeah, we haven't had chance to get any chop any wood down today. Get it into the sawmill, so we're gonna have to probably do that in the next episode. Quite a bit to do in the next episode. I don't think I need to plant any more trees just yet. I might send the tool back and just rent it when I need it. I don't think I need any. Well, look at the amount of trees I've planted. I've planted 130 trees. These trees can reach about 19,000 litres as well in literage. Do you know what I mean? So that's a lot. Yeah, we'll send that back. But there's no point leasing it overnight. But yeah, guys, that is going to be me done. It is pretty much 12 o'clock. There isn't really much I can do in literally 90 seconds. But what I will do, I suppose, while we're just finishing off, we will just move the wood chips out of the way. Guys, I can't believe we've got this many wood chips in a month. Well, this is the second month, isn't it? It's crazy how much you get in wood chips. Crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right, I need that one over there. We're going to put that one there on the end. Of course, I've just knocked one. I always do when I'm doing this. I want to try and keep them as tidy as we can while I'm still looking for... There is one more planks to spawn. Just going to do this. I know it's kind of a little bit iffy doing this, guys. It's just more so there's more for it to spawn. There's another wooden beam, you see. That's what I wanted. I want to put that onto there. And then there's still a little bit more room to spawn stuff when it comes into there. But that is all the wood chips we got already. We've spent some serious money today. But we have got a new field, which I'm very excited about. Means we're going to earn a little bit more money this year. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in stream. And until next time, see you all later on. Bye for now.